Hi, I'm Melody.
And I'm Candi.
And you're listening to
Quirks, Bumps,
and Bruises. So on last week's podcast, we began talking about Candi and the new baby coming in just a few weeks.
Yep.
We talked about just how it all began. You wanted a baby a few years ago and it just never happened. And I found you one morning in our lounge with tears streaming down your face, just wondering why.
Yes.
But looking back now, you see the providence of God. You see how things had to work out in different other areas of your life before this new baby came. Yep. And now you see it, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You can see it 100%. Well, then we started talking about names. And we know that Candi wants to have, as a middle name, the name Grace. I simply suggested that she put the first name as Amazing. The child's name will be Amazing Grace. I don't see anything wrong with that.
I know.
But you are trying to figure out that very beautiful first name. Now, going back for a second, Candi, well, let's just say she's a tad ADD. She can't help it.
Lot.
She is, and she'll admit that. And so she gets bored easy.
Yes.
So you come up with a name that you like, but then about 5 minutes later, you don't like it.
No.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. That's what I legit have prayed that the Lord would give me a name and just that I know that's it.
And then you'll stick with it.
Yes.
Yeah. If you feel like in your heart, that's what.
Yes.
That's a good thing to pray for.
Yes.
How many people pray for that?
I know.
I can't say I ever prayed to God to give me the right name for my children.
Yeah.
So I think that's great.
Well, and I wish again that he would just hurry with it, you know? And then so many people.
Have you noticed the Lord likes for you to wait, Candi?
He does. And you know what? I deserve to. Like really, because I am the most impatient. I want it now. I want Amazon delivery 2 days. Next day, I want it, you know. And so I need to not be that way. And so the Lord, I understand why he does those things for me, but I still want it. Well, we have, yes, the name thing has just been an issue. Some people have said, well, just wait till you see her face. You know, she's born and you look at her and, you know, and I am scared to wait that long because I'm going to tell you why. You already know this, Melody, but some of you listening probably do not. When Hunter was born, I had gone the same issue the whole 9 months. I have no idea. I don't know. And we had narrowed it down to a couple. I like the name Chandler or, you know, different things like that. And Hunter was one of those names, which is funny because at the time, your daughter, Melody, was dating a boy named Hunter. And I just love that name. I thought it was cool. Jake loves to hunt. I was just like, that's a very cool name. I like it.
And then they broke up.
And then I was a little worried. I was like, I don't know if Lindsay will, you know, appreciate that. We talked to her. She was absolutely fine.
She was. Yeah. But what was funny, she also had a child in her class that had that name because she's a teacher.
That's right.
And this is years and years ago.
Oh, yeah.
But she said it's so hard to name a child, for her, hard to name a child because you think of kids.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, when you're a teacher, like, it's just hard to do it, you know.
Oh, sure.
Even if you like the name, you can't do it because the kid was terrible in class.
You always think of that. You do. I know. So I couldn't nail it down. One day I was like, his name's going to be Hunter. The next day I was like, nope, I don't know. I said, Jake, let's just wait. So we're going in. He was induced. So like I went in. It wasn't like it was a shock. I knew we were having him. What's his name? I still don't know. On the way to the hospital. What are we going to name him? I don't know. So Jake really liked the name Hunter. He thought that was a great name. So I was like, well, I don't know yet, Jake. I don't know. So we get to the room. The nurse says, well, Candi, Jacob, you have a seat. Candi, you go, you know, put your hospital robe on, and because we're getting ready to start inducing for the child. I said, okay, great. Get in there. I was in there 5 minutes. I come out. And when I come out, this big old whiteboard that tells who your nurse is and everything that's going on. And it said baby. And it said Hunter beside of it. And I looked at the nurse. I didn't even think about Jacob. I looked at the nurse. I said, I noticed that y'all put a name beside of Hunter. Y'all already put his name on the board. And she said, yeah, that's what your husband said y'all were naming him. I said, excuse me? And I looked at Jake. He said, I think that's a great name. Let's just go with it. And I was like, I don't know that yet. And so I still was just like, I don't know. Well, the birth certificate lady come in. She's like, we need to know a name. So we just went with Hunter. And I love the name Hunter.
Oh, and he's perfect for him. Yeah,
absolutely. But it was, so I'm like, I don't want to wait until I see, because Jacob's going to name this child if I don't.
And then it's going to be Amazing Grace.
Yes. I can't wait this time.
I think Jake probably knew that he was going to have to do that, or you were never going to name the baby.
And that's what I'm worried. I'm going to get there and her name's going to be Barbarita or something like, who knows with him.
Barbarita Grace. I don't know,
It
Candy.
don't flow, does it?
No, it don't flow.
But if I don't, her name's going to be written on that board. So we don't got but a few weeks.
So let's switch topics here. Nursery, is it done?
99% yes.
Well, what's the 1% that's left?
I still have like some clothes I have to organize, and I have a really good friend that used to work here with us, Gabe. He did the morning show with us. Well, he had a newborn baby girl, and that was
kind of why he had to leave, because he couldn't get here in time.
Well, he called me and he said, look, their daughter's like 2 now. And he said, look, we're getting rid of like Claire's stuff. She's got gobs and gobs of bows and clothes and even like a crib. I mean, amazing. And he said, we're just going to give his stuff away or to Goodwill. And he said, and we got to thinking, you're about to have a baby girl. Do you want this stuff? And I'm absolutely. So we're getting ready to meet soon, and he's going to give me all that stuff. So there's just some things like that. But for the most part, like she had like her changing table.
The room's painted.
Oh, yeah. Pink.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
And the changing table's ready. Do you have a crib, or are you using?
I have a crib. This will be like a crib used like at grandparents' house. But yes, we do have a crib. Somebody had gotten me a crib for my shower, and then like baby monitors up on the wall. I mean, we're pretty well
ready to go.
We're ready.
So if you had the baby today, you'd be ready.
Pretty much. Yeah.
That's great.
Except for like bottles and things like that. But yeah.
So let's talk about baby showers for a second. I came to your baby shower, and you had a big one. Like you had your church, you had family, you had friends. So it was like a one and done type thing, which is great. But you were sitting up there in front of everybody with Jake having to open presents. And it just dawned on me doing that. Aren't showers just awkward?
They are.
Because you're having to sit up there and open gifts that people have given you.
Oh, yeah.
And no matter what it is, you have to be overly zealous and excited because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
It's in every move you make. And I mean, you're sitting there for a good 30 minutes to an hour doing that.
And after the 30-second crocheted blanket.
I know. And nobody cares. Like, none of y'all care. Like, you're just there to see your reaction to your gift. So it's like, I saw her open my gift, but now I have to sit and watch her open everybody else's. And you don't care about that, But it was fun and good. There was good food. And, and I enjoy... I'm an outgoing person, so I enjoy like the fellowship and the fun and the laughter and things like that. And Jake was with me. That helped. He was beside me.
Now, Jake is a extrovert to the hilt.
Yeah,
like extrovert.
Yeah.
But even he seemed like, please, can we get this over with? Like he looked at me one time like, I think I'm going to go insane.
Yeah.
Because he was having to sit up there and he was having to behave.
He was. And that's hard for him. It is. But I can't imagine how difficult that would have been for somebody who is shy.
Who is an introvert.
Yes.
Yes.
That would be painful.
It is, because there were so many people there and all eyes are on you.
Yeah.
And you're kind of uncomfortable. It's just.
Oh, I know. And I sweat like nobody's business. So I'm up there like, I need my hair up. I need my,
Yeah. I just remember it's been a long time since I had a baby shower or a wedding shower, but I'm an extrovert. And even more so back then. The older I get, y'all, that's changing. But I just remember like, this is just uncomfortable, But you got some great, great gifts at that shower. And I've never seen so many girly baby clothes in all my life.
I know. And I am a frou-frou. I cannot wait. I mean,
y'all, this baby girl.
I'd be surprised if she don't come out of the womb with the bow on her head.
Oh, and a tutu.
Oh, she better.
Thanks for listening to the Quirks, Bumps, and Bruises podcast with Candi and Melody. If you enjoyed the show, please take a moment to subscribe, rate, and share the podcast. You can learn more at joyfm.org.
We're so glad you joined us today. Find more hope, joy, and peace, even when you're short on time. Download and subscribe now to Your Encouraging 5-Minute Podcast with Eric and Heather, wherever you get your favorite podcasts.